Soren Kierkegaard on Deliberation, from Either or, Part 2. Yea, if to deliberate were the proper task for a human life, you would be pretty close to perfection. I will adduce an example. To fit your case, the contrasts must be bold, either a parson or an actor. Here is the dilemma. Now all your passionate energy is awakened. Reflection, with its 100 arms, lays hold of the thought of being a parson. You find no repose. Day and night you think about it. You read all the books you can lay your hands on. You go to church 3 times every Sunday. Pick up acquaintance with parsons. Write sermons yourself. Deliver them to yourself. For half a year you are dead to the whole world. You can now talk of the clerical calling with more insight, and apparently with more experience, than many who have been parsons for 20 years. When you encounter such men it arouses your indignation that they do not know how to get the thing off their chests with more eloquence. Is this enthusiasm, you say? Why, I, who am not a parson, who have not consecrated myself to this calling, speak with the voice of angels as compared to them. That perhaps is true enough, but nevertheless you have not become a parson. Then you act in the same way with respect to the other task, and your enthusiasm for art almost surpasses your clerical eloquence. Then you are ready to choose. However, one may be sure that in the prodigious thought production you were engaged in, there must have been lots of waste products, many incidental reflections and observations. Hence, the instant you have to choose, life and animation enter into this waste mass. A new either or presents itself. Jurist, perhaps advocate. This has something in common with both the other alternatives. Now you are lost. For that same moment you are at once advocate enough to be able to prove the reasonableness of taking the third possibility into account. So your life drifts on. After you have wasted a year and a half on such deliberations, after you have with admirable energy exerted to the utmost the powers of your soul, you have not got one step further. You break the thread of thought. You become impatient, passionate, scolding and storming, and then you continue. Either hairdresser or bank teller. I say merely either or. What wonder then that this saying has become for you an offense and foolishness, that it seems, as you say, as if it were like the arms attached to the Iron Maiden, whose embrace was the death penalty. You treat people superciliously. You make sport of them. And what you have become is what you most abhor. A critic, a universal critic of all faculties. That was from Either or by Soren Kierkegaard, published in 1843, translated by David F. Swenson in 1944, the 1971 edition, pages 169 and 170. Thanks for listening.